be.
If not now, when, Barb?
Yeah. And either that's going to scare you or it's going to motivate you.
That's kind of exciting.
It's going to like plant a little seed and be like,
I like
you're
change.
ready. Unqualified, unsolicited, and totally honest opinions on midlife. We're going to tackle a topic that is prevalent with many people in midlife because we're all just navigating new stages of life we're in, whether we're empty nesters or just kind of things shifting and changing. And it's, if not now, when? And this is about starting the business you want to do, hobby, bucket list item. It's like we're like, hey, we're young and able.
And on the latter side of your life.
Yeah.
Better get it going.
Well, it's not going to get any easier to go through these things, but it's those things because not everyone wants to start a
If now,
business.
when?
If not now,
Yeah.
when? And
oh yeah, if not now, yeah.
And,
oh, that's a harsh slap of bitch reality across the face.
But I feel like you and I do the best when we get bitch slapped.
You ain't getting any younger.
Yeah, because it lights that little fire under your butt. And I'm starting to hear people. I was just like in a group of parents I'm not normally around on a team, and they were like, this guy was talking about when he goes mountain biking and then like backcountry skiing with his buddies. And he's like, every time we go, we're kind of like, is this the last time?
Right,
And he's like, but we just keep going. And then, just kind of stuff like that. And I was like, well, good for you for going. And then I love hearing about people. My friend just started an awesome cross stitch company. Needlepoint. I always get the name wrong, but she does art for canvases for Needlepoint.
Sweet, yeah.
And I just love hearing about what, again, not always starting a business, but a hobby. And like people that I just saw a friend for lunch and she was saying that she's got back into tennis and she's like, I'm on 3 teams and I'm this and we're competing. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
She's like, I've been meaning to do it and I'm just starting to make time doing it. And I feel like you got to fill up these spaces for yourself and be constantly growing because we don't want our job to be, unless we're like so into our job,
defining us.
Yeah, we don't want to be defined by it. And we don't want it to be the most interesting thing about us. I
mean, I think this is applicable to anyone at any stage in their life.
Totally. But especially in my life where I think a lot of people are finding themselves in these new chapters and they're like an empty nester and they're like, who am I? What am I? Like, I only have my job now and they haven't percolated. Good word, right?
Mm.
They haven't, I like that word a lot. I need to use it.
We will use that 4 more times in this podcast.
Yes,
Count the ways.
But they haven't checked into anything else. And like things that will help them or like be
well, we know that you need to have hobbies as you get older.
Yeah,
so starting now is a good idea while you still maybe have the patience to learn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
And it's funny because you're awesome at hobbies and thinking of hobbies. Like you have a bunch. We have 4 guitars in the room that we're sitting in because you're like, I'm going to play guitar.
And can I rip the guitar? No.
But you work
But I enjoy it. Yeah, it's fun.
You're getting your kids excited about it.
Yeah.
And there's that. And I feel like I haven't been that great about hobbies. Like there's things, but I'm like, oh, when?
Yeah.
And then the only thing I've really done that is like a hobby to me is pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hearing these podcasts now because obviously where I work is the aging parents and supporting people in the sandwich generation, but that it really does help your brain.
Pickleball?
No. Well, yes, racket sports. Yes, for sure. But to constantly be challenging yourself.
100%.
And like
your mom, my dad didn't really have any hobbies.
Yeah. But even if you have a hobby, but like go like push yourself, like, do something because starting a hobby, starting a business, doing the bucket list item, it's a little challenging. It's scary. You haven't done it thus far.
Yeah.
And you're going to be bad.
Changing careers too. That's happening more for people.
For sure. Yeah. And AI, like all these things, we have to be thinking about different things and also just getting comfortable with AI, like just challenging yourself. Like I really want to take a mastermind on AI, like how I can implement it more in a good way while still being like authentic with it. And it excites me and it challenges me because I'm not really a tech person. I don't know if I read tech person, but I'm not.
I can attest you are not
I'm
a tech
not.
person.
You are our IT guy of the house.
Yeah.
And Yeah. So
What little IT knowledge I've been able to percolate down to you has somewhat landed, but it's been a
you're
hard
like,
road.
are you still are like, use your notes or reminders, use notes. What's this?
2 times.
2 times. What?
Percolate.
I did say percolate?
I
Oh, you did?
Yeah, now we
Oh,
only need
nice.
one
Oh,
more.
this won't be annoying at all.
So-
I'm like, what is your creepy 2 finger thing going on?
I just landed that without
creepy.
you even knowing. I just
Right. Is
slid
it
that right in.
Okay.
I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then you stared
If
at me.
not,
This is creepy.
if not now, when, Barb?
Yeah. What? And either that's gonna scare you, or it's gonna motivate you,
That's kind of
or it's
exciting.
gonna like plant a little seed and be like,
I like
"You're me."
change.
I
I like
love
change,
change.
but yeah,
And
no.
we're in this, and I think again, midlife can be this, oh, it's overwhelming, and there is a lot going on, but it's also there's some space that frees up, right? Our kids
Yeah.
are more independent, unless you really like started late. And you just have a little more bandwidth in certain ways, and also more awareness of your own joy and like self-care. And self-care can be the hobby. I know the pickleball, it gets me exercising, it
Yeah.
brings me joy. I'm just firing on all cylinders. I love it so much. But anyway, and then I started my company like 2 years ago. It scares the crap out of me. There's so many times I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know how to do this. Email sequences. Like, how do I do, but it's really pushing me, and I'm so driven to do it
Sure.
because my goal is to positively affect people.
Boom.
Us starting this podcast is a midlife, like,
Yeah, I guess we did. Yeah, if not now,
yeah,
when?
if not now, when? And we had so much to share. And it was just kind of like, I think when that like point when you want to do it too much, or you would regret it too much
Yeah.
if you didn't do it.
But I think this
You do it.
even applies to like taking that trip you always wanted to do.
Exactly.
You'll
Bucket list
recover.
items.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
will. And it will, I mean, maybe don't say it the Four Seasons, but like do the thing.
Sure.
Do the thing. You can make
Within-
it happen.
within-
Make the time. Carve
Within a
out.
little bit of a stretch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
push yourself.
We're also not financially responsible for you quitting your job and taking on some sort of.
We should have just
Yeah.
our little legal terms at the end of each episode.
We
We are your pocket cheerleaders. We are not advisors.
Yeah.
But we
Take
have
this
a
with
lot
a
of good
grain of
things.
salt,
We have a
people.
lot of good things to say.
Yeah, just let some of this knowledge just percolate down, and then you take the tidbits you want.
We're gardeners, planting seeds. Did I say it?
No, I did it. Yeah.
Okay. Are we done now?
Yeah,
Are we
4.
done?
I said 4. No less than 4.
Okay. Let's
So
just
there might
stop.
be one more.
You're
But I slid that in. You don't even know it.
You love the word, and now you're killing it. Do you like say it? Does it bring you?
I do kind of like that word. When you said it, I was like, "Ooh, that's a pretty good word." But I'll forget it tomorrow.
You
So,
will.
yeah.
Okay, but I really did have a couple of favorite words that I would.
Oh, I know. Oh, you had that for a long
Yeah,
time.
that. Like, when do you use
Yeah.
that? Like,
But
when do
you,
use
yeah,
that,
you
you're like,
slaughtered that guy.
"Whoa."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you could use plethora. Plethora is a good
Yeah, that's another good one.
one. One other one, and I'll stop.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Cornucopia.
No, yeah. No, I do like cornucopia.
Right?
Yeah.
You use it in a lot of contexts.
Yeah.
And I love vocabulary. Anyway.
I'd rather say it's a cornucopia of meats and cheeses versus charcuterie, but charcuterie is a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But plethora.
I know.
And yeah.
Those are good ones. Yeah, that.
You know those words where you say it
and then you
like,
feel really proud because you want people to recognize you for how smart you are with these big words.
$5 words in your back pocket. Not that is a $5 word.
It's like a 3-letter word.
Because you're like, they're very fun to say, and I like what they mean. And when you say percolate, can you just like
oh, it's great.
picture
It's
like
fantastic.
bubbling up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I was thinking more like sifting through.
Oh.
But that's not the right definition of it.
No.
Percolate, it's rising up to the top,
like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But sifting through, like the good stuff makes it through. It's kind of the way, Either
like,
way.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
there's your vocab lesson today. But we have a plethora more.
Yeah. That full of great words.
Yes, we do.
Mm.
But anyway,
Better just no.
Back on to if not now, when.
I
think how we can inspire people to do this is get excited and be like, not like scared, but be like, hey, let's take some small steps. If you have a bucket list and you want to go see, I don't know why Niagara Falls came in my head. It just did. It like just popped in my
I
head.
thought Taj Mahal.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's go with Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, Niagara's like a 6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty amazing, but
Wait, did
you're
you
like,
say what?
I said it's like a 6 to
Oh,
me. I've done
6.
it. Like,
Yeah.
anyway, but
Yeah.
if that's on your list, awesome, do it.
Yeah. Barb just dogged that one
Yeah. Well,
out.
I don't
Guess
know
who's
why
not
that popped in
calling
my
us
head.
anymore? The New York State Board of Tourism.
Yes, or Canada.
Yeah. Either way.
50-50.
Yeah. You never know.
Like,
Yeah.
knock them off our sponsor list.
I haven't seen the I haven't
You
seen
haven't?
and I've been everywhere over the United
I've
States.
been everywhere.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
You have been everywhere.
Yeah, I just haven't seen that one though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen waterfalls though.
You've seen a lot of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this
you
one's a big
shouldn't.
one.
Honestly, the one thing I know about waterfalls is don't go chasing them.
Oh, yeah.
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 You don't want to
Was
chase
that
waterfalls.
TLC? What is that all about?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
What do they mean by that?
I think what they're trying to say. Now we're on a tangent.
Now we're
It's like kind of don't go chasing the mythical, right? They would be like, don't go
Oh,
chasing unicorns.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway. And I could be totally wrong.
What if that's on your bucket list to go chase unicorns?
I think you're gonna have a tough time accomplishing it.
Yeah.
So that's the
might-
reason why
yeah.
you don't want to go chasing unicorns,
Got it.
right?
Okay.
So back to ours. Do something that's attainable. So you're not chasing unicorns.
Okay. Yeah. But, and you
could maybe go chase a
start with
waterfall.
researching. Like if you,
Or
what?
sorry,
That-
you're chasing a waterfall. Does that mean you're like running towards it and then you're gonna fall off it? Is that what they're implying?
I really
I kind
now
of like
I'm
that
gonna have to
outcome.
listen to
Yeah.
just chat
Yeah.
GPT it.
Yeah. Somebody comments, write us.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? So many songs you like sing all the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you're
no
like,
idea what I
later
was
you're
saying.
like, what does that even mean? I've been saying these words.
Oh yeah,
And,
and
like,
some of
like
them have
rhythm.
meanings that you're probably like, oh, I don't know if I subscribe to that.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yeah. That's really weird. Anyway,
Okay.
deep thoughts.
yeah.
Uh,
But do go chasing your if not nows wins.
yeah. And whether it's starting the business, the hobby, or the bucket list, and you can start researching. Just start looking at
Start small. Yeah.
They're small. And what's so cool now with ChatGPT, AI, whatever, it can really help you if you're like, hey, I've been wanting to do this, have the conversation with it and just like dive in. It's kind of like a safe space to.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
then
actually
they-
really
and-
it's
and-
it's
and
nice
they're
here.
designed to be complimentary.
I know they're always like, great idea. You're really onto something.
I know. And I remember the first time I did it, and I go, Brian, it's like me. Like they
I
cheer you on.
I literally had the thought when I first read it, the compliment coming from it, I was like, oh man, am I really onto something here? And then I was like, oh, I gather the pattern. They're like a really supportive parent.
Yeah. It's so
It
brilliant.
feels great. It's a
Whoever put
warm
that
hug.
Positive
It's a warm hug.
thing in there that is
Yeah.
really, it's not
Well,
like
that
you're
helps.
straight up like
I
very
feel like
honest
life
friend.
gives you enough slaps that like,
Yeah,
why not
this is like-
AI?
This is gonna skyrocket. You're just like, oh my God.
You're a flipping genius.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Well, I did tell you to pretend you were so and so, and if you think it's a good idea. Do you have aging parents and you're still raising your kids? Then welcome to the sandwich generation. It can be super overwhelming, but I've got you. I wrote an ebook that helps you save time, energy, and money, and you can get your copy on thesandwichgen.com/ebook, and it'll help you with all the things you need. But anyway, but I do think doing a little bit of research and like starting those small steps, you can be like, okay, so say your hobby, you really want to get into knitting.
Okay.
Look at knitting groups around
Yes.
the area.
So what's at the core of this?
What do you
Accomplishing the so at the core of like so the foundation of this is basically the grim is you're not going to be here forever and don't have regrets, right? Is that kind of what this
prime
is?
of our lives?
Right. But
Yeah.
but the foundation is don't have regrets. So if there's something you really want to do, go
Because you
after
don't-
it, right?
A year goes by fast.
Yeah.
And
Even
if you don't-
faster
Yes.
every day.
Every day goes.
Every day is like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And it's fast.
Crazy. It's
yeah.
really fast.
Yeah.
Um,
There's 7 of them in
yes.
a week.
Yes.
Flies by.
But you don't want to have another year go by where you're like, I'll do
Yeah.
it next year. Because 5 years can go
Oh.
by of you going, we'll do it.
Sure.
We've done it plenty. We're not saying we're
Like taking our
nailing
kids
this.
to Europe someday. We can say it
Yeah,
every
we
year.
say that every
This summer's gonna be the year. This
know.
summer we're gonna do a family vacation.
And then we're finally going to Hawaii because we've said that for many years. And we're
Yeah.
like, make it. And
first
I finally
family
I
vacation.
got to the point where it's that
If not
teetering-
when,
if not now.
now.
When?
When?
Oh gosh.
I know. I believe.
by the end of the episode, I will nail it. But it got to the point on that, like, I
We
just
just had to do
envisioned
it.
this, like, little, what is that?
Well, let's
Like
run
a
through
big guy.
everybody. So
We
here's
regret
the
it
deal.
too much if we didn't do it now, because we also have
So,
this ticking clock of Maddie, our oldest, high school sports will take her away
but
in
in
the
all
spring breaks.
fairness,
Yes.
the naysayer, or the me, right? I'm just going to land my role on why we never went on a family trip prior. My job doesn't give me 2 weeks of vacation or X amount of paid vacation a year.
True.
When I don't work, I don't make money. So it's always been very hard. And those are always like spring break and summer have always
You're
been
working.
working weeks. So, and I think I'm just saying this because everyone's going to have some sort of reason.
Yes.
The
truly.
devil or the angel on their shoulder
Yeah.
that's saying,
There is always
well,
reasons not
there's a
to.
big cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so if I don't do this, I don't get this or whatnot. And so for us, say we're using this Hawaii example, it was a week off from work, which is hard to get and hard to do because the work keeps going. And so
Yeah.
that's unique situation in its own right. The loss of income, and then the cost of the whole trip,
Yeah.
But I think looking forward, the memories we'll have for that. Like, I think we went on two trips. Yeah. When I was a kid, one to Disney World and one to Hawaii also.
Oh, really?
And I remember them. They landed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like those are
Yeah.
our family trips. And so it is important. And I do think that sometimes some of those things, like down the road, you always say you'll recover. If it's not
Yeah.
too massive, you'll
Yeah.
recover.
Yeah.
But the memories will stay with you forever. And so,
Totally.
like,
And our kids, we do have a bit of a ticking clock for
kids
saving
and also mobility and time
mobility.
and
Yeah.
everything. Like, so I guess what you're saying is like, get on that horse, right?
Yeah. And what's cool is you hear so many stories of businesses and hobbies that people let them like change their life.
Sure.
And it happened in their 50s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool. I've seen something where they've like listed like 10 big companies that were like created by someone in their 50s. And it just gives you hope, and it makes you go, wow, we're not done. Like, or I feel like in many ways I'm just getting going, because I'm getting that bandwidth. I have the confidence. I'm like very more clear on what I want and who I am. And so it's this great opportunity to like
Explore
do
it.
these.
Explore
Yeah. Explore it. Like the podcast, like, there were so many reasons. We don't have a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort. Oh my gosh, what will people think? But it's
Yeah,
like,
no one's gonna want to watch it.
Yeah.
So you always have those voices in the back of your
totally.
head.
But we're like, hey, we want to create it. We'd regret not doing it at this point because we have such a crazy, unique situation, and we're very open books. And we're like, hey, if we feel this way, other people do too. And we were having too many conversations telling people these things, and they're like, oh my God, it's hilarious. Or, oh my gosh, yeah, I wish more people talked about this. And we're like, we will. We did. We will. Like, we should. And so it's just, it's those little things, and start, even if you don't know what that is, if you don't know
What the one thing is.
what the hobby is, or if you don't have a bucket list, like, just start seeing what you're really interested in. It might be really like, go take a cooking class, like, go just percolate. Oh,
Ooh, you
like,
did it. You did it.
on the little,
And you didn't even know.
I know, it just came out of me.
Yeah.
But just start,
Gestate. Gestate
and
on it.
also, what's cool, and I've done a lot, if I even showed interest in something, take someone to coffee or lunch that does it, or might have done something like it, or started a company, or started a hobby, and they're really passionate about it. And even
Yeah.
if the hobby's not anything you wanted to do, just their energy and their advice on what they did might
Inspire you.
inspire
Yeah.
and spark that in you, and you just go, hey, can I take you to coffee? Like, and they're obviously a cool person, and they just go, and you're just like, hey, how did you know
Obviously.
how did you know that was the thing? And like,
Yeah.
or what did you do? And everyone wants to share their story, like, everyone, especially a success story, they all want to do that,
Mm-hmm.
like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think, have you had any shows that like someone in their midlife or kind of older, like, found something that they're really into, that's like a fun story? I know I'm like throwing you a curveball, but like,
And then their trajectory or their life deviated.
yeah, like in a cool way, like, especially like what you brought up before is like job changes.
Yeah.
And I know, well, like, Michael, who is one of your longest friends, sister's husband, And Scott's sister's
Oh,
husband,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
he
You bought
worked
a
for a
bought a
big
company.
company for a long time, and then he was like, "I'm burnt out. I don't wanna do this anymore." And he was in this awesome situation where he bought a company from, an older man who
Yeah.
was getting ready to
Yeah, that's
retire.
happening with the boomers aging out. A
Yeah,
lot of people are
like, boomer
buying, or
businesses.
not a lot of people,
Yeah,
but
but he
yes, it's
totally
getting more and
pivoted.
more common.
Now he went from tech, and now he has, like, this cool
Yeah, I think he's more happy to, he's his own
hot
boss,
tub
and
company. What's
yeah,
it called? But what's the
snorkel
snorkel,
hot
but, like,
tubs.
it's what wooden
Oh, just like cedar
cedar.
wood hot tubs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and, like, cool for him, and he just is he's like, "I still have working years left. I still have a lot to give.
yeah.
I wanna be stimulated, but hey, this sounds really cool, and it's a good business." And, it's just there's so much and
Well, I think we get, I don't know if pigeonholed is the right word, but we just get
yeah,
in this rut, and then we just stay in it because it's either comfortable or it just works enough that
yeah,
our life is moving forward in 51% world. But maybe there is a world where 61's out there for you, or 71's out there with a little stretch. And again, we're not saying like lose the day job, but there's a lot of hours in the day. I appreciate TV and movies. I think there's a place to watch them, but maybe if you cut back 30 minutes and you did XYZ,
totally.
you start opening up a new channel.
Right.
There is time
Yeah,
if you find it to then slowly evolve, and then you can start heading in another way without maybe disrupting. And we're not saying completely uproot.
yeah,
It's that we do a lot of similar themes, but that parallel lines, if it just shifts 1 degree, it's going to
yeah.
start being in a, course of, 10 years, you're going
Yeah.
to totally
And what's
replace.
something really cool since we brought up AI before is I heard this podcast where they were saying that our time is going to be more freed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
other countries have gone to like 4 or 3 day work weeks.
Yeah. So you're going to have to fill it with, you're
Yeah,
going to
you're
have to
gonna have to
find
fill it.
cool
And
stuff to
so it's like
do.
you could start a side business. You could do the hobby. And I've heard of a couple people lately that have come into contact and gotten to know that have left their company and they've started consulting. Like,
Mm.
and because they're like, you know what, more in charge of my time and I get to work with other companies and I was just getting burnt out and I just saw I wasn't loving where they're going and I just have this to give and I was like awesome. And then,
Yeah.
it's just there's so much out there and it is neat that we will have so it's like some people are
You're
scared of
saying
it.
with AI
Yeah,
and
with AI and like our jobs will get easier but they're instead of fearing what's coming, it's being
embrace.
excited and
Yeah.
embracing that we will and use that as your like motivation, if not our age, of of like this is a great time to just start getting interested. Like
Yeah,
just showing interest in
we
life.
often say to our kids, be interesting, do things that make you
Yeah.
interesting. And I think what we're pushing with them, and I think even with us, but community, more community stuff and things that involve being out with other people, I think
Yeah.
are going to be hot topics in the next, 10, 20 years,
Totally.
because there'll be so much done with computers and AI and robotics or whatever, that people will seek out those places to find community, whether
Oh,
it's you
totally.
going to a pottery class with 4 other people and sitting in front of a wheel, but like
Yeah.
cool stuff like that to have interactions. And so if you kind of get a jump on it right now, it's not so bad. I
Yeah.
guess you brought up my guitars. And when I was talking to Maddie about it, because she's slowly trying to learn, I said, I set out a goal for myself that I wasn't going to be great in a year, 2,
Yeah.
3. I said, in 10 years, I'll be able to play guitar. So if I start now, 10 years from now,
Totally.
I'll be really good. I'll actually say, oh, I can play the guitar really well.
Yeah.
And then that gave me permission to just kind of suck and just slowly learn when it made sense. So again, I think if I'm gathering what you're saying is you can start making some of these decisions now that will carry you into the retirement years and carry
Totally.
you on.
And like just
That, like,
just
yeah,
start doing something about it. Either take the person to lunch or talk about it with your friends, like your safe, supportive community
yeah,
that would be like, oh my gosh, you're really good at this. Have you ever thought about, and like just start, getting into that. And then also, like you said, you brought up like getting messy. Like don't be afraid to like you're gonna not be great at something. The
sure.
guitar's gonna sound horrible before it sounds good. Like be okay to be
Yeah.
like a B student. Be okay to just not be nailing it.
Well,
'Cause
and
I think
it's a little bit of enjoying the journey.
yes.
Yeah.
And that's what it is enjoying the journey. And I have to remind myself that of like, building our business. And like we started our podcast because we were like, this is fun. Like we're
Yeah.
having fun with this. And that's what a hobby should be. And then hopefully it turns into something, bigger and like
It,
just
it could lead to us ruling the world.
totally. And people come to us for just kidding. But anyway, like follow the fun. Like
Yeah.
what do you do that you lose time because you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was just doing that for multiple times. And one more thing I'll say is with my friend that started this needlepoint company, which is really cool. It's like all these old nostalgic hobbies are having.
I think
It is huge now.
yes,
Huge.
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes,
again,
yes.
again, what a
We're gonna seek out community
Yeah,
in the coming years. It's gonna be bigger and bigger. There'll be
yeah,
more time. So people are gonna wanna devices, and device time is great. Like I said, TV time is great. Movies are great, but there'll also be times where human interaction.
yeah. So
And so if
just
you jump on that and you find things that
and just get curious and get interested in stuff and just start kind of feeling it out. And but I really don't want for you a year to go by like it had for me for many years. And you're just like you have this little inkling in your soul, like you just have
desire.
this
Yeah.
desire, and you're like, we didn't do the trip. I didn't start the hobby. I didn't like start the company. I didn't do anything just to even the small steps to move it forward a little bit, that nudging of the 1%. Like do
Yeah.
something because anything will just, and that's where you'll learn, even if it's not the thing, you in the action of anything puts you in that place and you're open to things that something will come about, you know?
Yeah, then again, you're just moving forward.
Yeah.
You're trying stuff,
Yeah. And then
take a swing.
you have things to
You might,
share. You have
yeah,
dinner conversation. You have cocktail conversations. You're like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, I tried needlepointing and it was
Yeah.
actually awesome. And I did that.
Or
And then
people that are like, I've always wanted to run a marathon, but I don't think I could do it. So I just did a 5K and it was awesome. And you're like, that's a
how
huge
many
victory.
success stories have you
Like,
heard of
that's
like
awesome.
some 80-year-old woman that did, you're
Yeah.
like, good for you. Like just
Be that person.
be that, whatever. Maybe not. I want to do it for 80. Not the marathon. I have no marathon goals. Let's be clear. But
Do what for your 80?
I was joking. I said be that
Oh.
person. I was like, wait, no, I don't want to. But I need to be more mindful of setting more goals for myself and constantly challenging ourselves because not only are you going to feel more confident, but it's really good for your cognitive health.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
kind of the
Yeah,
underlying.
like get uncomfortable in a good way, in a fun way. Like keep challenging. We got this.
If not now, when, Barbara?
Win. If you loved hanging out with us, hit that follow button and share this episode with someone who could use a little midlife magic. Now go rock the rest of your day.